Well, good morning, guys. It is actually a nice, bright, sunshiny day. It's cold, but the sun's in the lab, so it's going to be kind of nice to work out here. Um, I hate to start this video this way, but I want to thank everybody for their prayers for my dad, and everybody that was sending best wishes and concerns. But he passed yesterday about noontime. The rehab facility where he was at was excellent. They did a outstanding job. Other than this COVID crap, we couldn't see him when he first went in there. We were able to see him because he was under quarantine, so he was at a in a part of the home where we could go over and go up to the window and talk to him through the window on the phone. But then once he got out of the quarantine from going in there, naturally he moved to a regular room and we weren't able to see him. So for about 2 weeks we didn't get to, we could talk to him on the phone, but we couldn't see him. And in any case, I'm not going to go into detail too much about that. I will say, if you're ever in the western tip of North Carolina and God forbid something happens and you got to go to the hospital, tell them you want to go to Blairsville. You want to go to the Blairsville hospital. Don't go to the hospital in the tip of western North Carolina. And I'm not going to say the name again because I don't want to get sued, but, they more or less caused this issue. The Georgia hospital did their best to try and undo things and get things back to normal, but, it was just too bad of a goof. Anyway, I'm going to just kind of quietly spend the day out here. It's really pretty. That's our last batch of the big contacts that needs to be filtered off. This one up here is still settling out. I'm going to refilter it again. I haven't been out here for a few days because of what's been going on. There is our first drop, which actually looks really good. I think it's done. I'm seeing some good stringers off that coil, so that tells me that the silver is pretty much dropped out. But we're still going to take this fluid and move it over to this container at the end and see if we can push out any more silver. So more or less today I'm just going to kind of work out here, straighten things out, because it's, as you can see, kind of a mess because I haven't had the time to spend out here. But I'm going to go ahead and get this one rinsed and cleaned. Do the same with the rest of these, get them filtered off, get the drops done, and then we'll tally up the silver from that, and we will go to work on our our filaments, our fuse filaments. I've been trying to do some research on them and find out, exactly what they are, their silver content, if they're plated or not plated or solid silver. So I'm going to do a little more reading this evening on that. But when I've got something good to show you and a big jar of silver dust to show you, we'll get back to you. So again, guys, thanks so much for your prayers and your wishes. My dad would have been 93 in April. He had a good, full life. He's with my mom now, so I know he's not miserable. He was without her for many years, almost 10 years. So hopefully they're dancing a jig together and having a good time. So guys, I will get back at you when we're going to show you this silver, and we'll see y'all in a bit. Okay, everybody. I am continuing to reduce down some rinse waters. I've got to filter those off, or pour those off and reduce those. That's our concentrated copper nitrate from all the contacts. All the contacts are done. So I'm going to go inside and we're going to do a tally on the contacts and see how we did. And then probably, because of all that's going on right now, I'm going to probably cut this video a little bit short. And then we're going to get out here and start doing some experiments on these filaments. Checking out to see if there's any of them that are plated. I do not believe that these are. I'm not sure about these, so we'll have to just do a test on them. From everything I've read about them, they're fairly high silver content, so they should yield very well. Once again, to wrap up on the contacts, that is that green and that yellowish looking are the rinse acids from the silver powder. So we're going to go inside, tally up all that silver, see what we ended up with out of all the contacts, and then we're going to probably wrap this video up. So let me get inside right quick and do that, and we'll get right back at you. Okay guys, we are inside. That is the pure silver from those larger contacts. We started with 1,446 grams of these. I expected them to be a little bit better than the others, and they were. We ended up with 1,202.2 grams pure, which worked out to be 83%. So that is all of the contacts, like I said, outside. We're going to get started on our filaments in the next video. I've just got a lot going on, a lot of family coming in right now. So I really don't have time to work on that right this minute, but as soon as everybody goes, probably the beginning of the week, we will get started on that. I do want to show you something. I did have a little luck at the Coinstar. I was just walking by and saw it in there. It's a 1963 silver Canadian quarter. So that was a nice little find. I actually got that yesterday. But anyway, so our total tally for everything, we had 148.66, 108.14, 223.14, 359.18, and 1,202.2 for the batches of contacts. Averaged them all out, and they yielded a total of 81%, which was really good, because normally I don't tally in the tungstens with everything because they drop the percentage down, but we actually had a pretty good patch of tungstens. So I'm going to wrap this one up. Oh, and this is the that's the 19, I think it was 19, I have it written down, but 19.7 or something grams of pure silver that I added. I've taken it back out, that I added of my silver to finish using up the nitric acid. So that's where we are right now. We're at an 81% for everything. Like I said, everything I've read. Oh, that's another little button. It's going to have to be redone. Right now, we should end up with a better average if what I read was correct about a lot of the filaments. I think most of those are going to be high yield silver. Maybe just that little bag won't be. But anyhow, guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Like I said, I got a lot of things going on right now this week. So we will see you guys in the next video, and we will get down on those filaments, doing some experiments and seeing what they're going to yield. So y'all take care, and we'll see you next time.